Dummy.
Well-rounded.
Who not well-rounded?
You not.
Nigga, I'm the most well-rounded nigga at this table. And that's a fact.
And it's all what? No, like, include the niggas that ain't here. No, you're not.
Yes.
I'm the most well-rounded.
How?
You could drop me in anywhere in any situation, and I'm going to flourish.
Except on the podcast.
Nigga, I'm the star. Ain't nobody come to see you, Otis.
they coming for you.
Yes.
They coming for who the problem?
Oh, okay.
Reverse engineering. What that nigga call that shit?
Reverse fandom or some shit.
That nigga brought that shit up on hearing them pod. I was like, man, you supposed to say that again.
No.
Nigga
Like, just keep that with us. Don't let the outside know that you actually think that dumb shit.
He did some of that shit. I was like, oh, here we go. Here we go.
Making us look bad.
See, how it happens is you go from here to here. Oh, what the fuck this nigga talking about?
We're going to have to draw up contracts for when people do other podcasts.
Right. Stay here.
Yeah.
Man, we definitely have to make a nice little outline for Doug.
Just don't go.
Hey, but look, I did say that, man. I was talking, man. We got to get better in our first 2 to 3 minutes. Let's clean it up.
I've been telling y'all that.
I've been telling y'all that.
Who won't stop cursing?
Yeah, well, you know, he will when he don't.
All right,
when it don't really matter.
All right, you know what? I ain't drinking on the podcast. I ain't doing nothing. Hey, Hootie, can you just maybe not curse in the first 5 minutes? It's motherfucking Hootie. Oh shit. Okay, well.
But look at that logic. I'm gonna stop drinking on the podcast.
Yeah, because I don't want that. You know what I'm saying? Hey,
but I won't stop cussing.
I won't stop cursing. Just in the first 5 minutes, Hootie. Hey,
Dummy.
only if it benefits Hootie.
There you go. Who the logic? Here we go. You're tuning in to the Dummies Podcast. I'm Stock.
I'm the other one here.
Yeah, and we back like we never left, because like we say every week, we never leave. It's episode 205. Yes, 205 consistent episodes, man.
205 in Birmingham.
Yeah. Look at that.
Bars.
205 from the 205. Nigga, that go the title that there. 205 from the 205. You dig? Feeling good, man. As you can see, our two compadres ain't here, man. Huda just not dedicated. Todd, you know, he'll be back soon. But yeah, you know, we trying to get this off because we try to be consistent. Just a quick friendly reminder, we are off next week. It's Thanksgiving, Turkey Day, so you know we're gonna probably finally take off. I don't think we took off in weeks, have we?
We ain't took off in a minute.
Yeah, so
we due for one. Y'all lucky to get this one. Shit, it was a game time decision.
It was a game time decision, wasn't it? But we decided to run the 2-man show. So Cheeto, you only got 2 pairs to look at today.
Yeah, here you go, Cheeto. There you go. There you go, Cheeto.
But what we at with it, Joe?
Cool week. I ain't do much. You know what I'm saying? Gearing up for next week. I went to a basketball tournament yesterday. It was quite interesting. Out there in Mountain Brook, for people that's not from here, that's a predominantly white and wealthy area. But it was 2 schools that wasn't, you know, it was a tournament. So it wasn't Mountain Brook playing anything, but it was like the little kids on the front row, they was being fans. It was a Tuscaloosa County was playing Baker. If you don't know, Baker has one of the top basketball players in the state. So they was talking shit to him, like, you know, talking shit to the ref, saying, hey, you ain't got to ride him just because he got offers. That was kind of funny. And, you know what I'm saying? They was talking shit to the refs, like, bad call, like, you need glasses. And the ref's like, hey, stop talking to me. And the kid was like, well, you shouldn't have left your glasses at home. And the guy kicked him out. Kicked the kid out. Like, he stopped the game, went over, hey, that kid got to go. Kicked him out.
Oh, man.
I think that shit's so pussy. Like, and then he was like, stop talking to the players. That's part of the game. Like, as long as you're not saying a racial, and these was all white kids. The of course the other kid wasn't. But but it wasn't anything racial there. It wasn't anything. He was just saying, oh, you can't touch him. Y'all call everything on him. Y'all give him all the calls. Man, that's part, and that's some of the same shit me and Hootie went to when they said, don't talk to the players. That's part of being a fan.
Yeah,
like,
I mean, I grew up in the sport where nigga, they gonna talk shit to you. The other side gonna talk shit from over that fence, over that gate.
And they was kids for the other school that came. They drove up here. They support. I thought that shit was so pussy for him to kick that kid out. Like, sports just getting so soft. I was literally like, right, but I had my nachos. Quality nachos.
I saw you with your nachos.
Quality nachos.
We know you're going to cap for Mountain though.
Well, it's my resources. So, you know what I'm saying?
Who said it wasn't, though?
Y'all said that. Yeah, we ain't going to get into that.
Who is y'all?
Because the average listener, you, Todd, especially, no, they ain't got a better Todd, y'all don't have a weight room. Yes, it's different over there. But yeah, man, like sports is just getting so like pussy. Like they drove all the way to Tuscaloosa. I seen them kids leaving. And I ain't, you know what I'm saying? I seen them kids leaving. They drove their own car. They came up here to support their school. Yeah, you got the number one player in the state. Yeah, you come talk shit. And there wasn't a lot of people there, so you could hear everything.
Yeah.
So I think that made it a little bit worse too. But I was like, because one of the guys that was like over, he was like, hey, he asked me like, hey, did he say anything out of line? I was like, I didn't hear him say anything out of line. And they said something to the like the kid from Baker. It was like on some shit like, you suck, you ain't that good. He like, your mama suck.
That was the kids there back?
Yeah. So I was like, that was funny. But but yeah, man, that shit just lame. But that was pretty much my week.
I used to love that shit, man. I don't know, like, it used to be fun and entertaining to me. Like, these folks literally don't know you. They just talking shit. They at the game, and their objective is to take you out your game to the point where you worrying about them in the crowd. Like, the best response is go out that bitch and tear their ass up.
Another kid from Baker had hit a couple of threes. So the little kids, they got on their phone, of course, found out who he was. Like, oh, he's a 4-star in football. He's not worried about basketball.
Hey, them folks will dig some shit up though. But yeah, man, I don't know. The game has changed a lot. Like when they was fucking with us, like them kids. Like, when you can't fuck with them at a game.
Yeah, like as long as you ain't saying no racial slurs, nothing crazy. Like, let a fan be a fan. Yeah. 832, you suck. Can't put me out the game for that.
They be trying to protect these players now because, they emotional. They've been ran in the crowd and shit.
Well, don't play. Well, but also the ref had to tell the players, don't talk to them either.
Yeah.
Because, I think it does go both ways.
Yeah.
But that's what you signed up for. The fans can talk to you, and you should be able to talk to them as long as you don't say nothing crazy either.
Yeah. And I will say in high school, I might be a little bit more inclined for, like, refs and stuff to protect them because they're undeveloped, like their brain ain't really, they young and they emotional.
Yeah, but it's kids talking to kids.
Right. But I'm just saying, like, how he was like, your mom suck. Like, it's easy for a kid to get tricked and been and slap somebody in the crowd in real life. You know what I mean? So yeah. I'm more so.
Because if he would have said something back about his mom.
Yeah, like I'm more so in protecting them than college players. Like college, man, like, goddamn, now you know what you supposed to be doing. Whereas high school, they can get tricked quick.
Yeah, but that was mostly bullshitting with the refs. And the ref was like, you know how you see when the refs, like, they want to be the star? Mm. It was like that type of shit. And he just kept
he missed his window.
Yeah, like, nigga, you ain't never.
He that nigga, man. Coach, they was in there screaming my name, but Coach wouldn't put me in. Sorry, dude.
But that was my week, though. How about you?
Cool little week. I was thinking, man, you ever notice when somebody go out of town, the first thing they do, hey, well, what time it is there? Like, nigga, you just went right there. Like, nigga, the time zone ain't even changed. Nigga, wait, hey, what time it is over there?
You went to Texas.
Hey, the girl had left. I think she went to Atlanta or something. When she got to the airport, hey, what time is it there? Like, well, nigga, can't wait to tell you they on vacation, goddamn. I'm like,
does it matter? You ain't
the same time it was when you left, motherfucker. Like, what the fuck? Look it up. You know what it is.
East, like Pepsi. East. What to say when you go to Atlanta?
Right. But nah, it was a dope week. Got to go on the Golden Boot Pod. Shout out to hearing them for the invite. Me and Hootie came on. It was a dope little setup. It just so happened it coincided with UAB LSU. We didn't get the victory last night. We're gonna blame Hootie. I think you said.
Yeah, definitely blame Hootie. That nigga hyped up Brian Kelly. Stupid ass.
But was cool, nice little pub. We got to talk a lot about UAB history, UAB football, our experience there.
Why y'all ain't called me on that, B? I know more about UAB football history than y'all niggas.
The Hooter?
Definitely the Hooter. He don't even remember that TCU game.
But nah, it was dope. Shout out Henry and them. Dope week though. Like I said, everybody not here. Just keep in mind we all gonna be off. It's Thanksgiving week coming up, man. I know sometimes we talk about holidays every time, and we also remember that holidays ain't always so happy and jolly for everybody, man. So anybody who, when sometimes they lost a loved one or a family member, a dad, uncle, brother, somebody, sometimes these times of the year make it kind of a little difficult on them. So make sure you check on your people a little bit more, man. Make sure everybody okay, because some people still going through a lot, man. So check on your people.
Yeah, and then, it reminds you, like, shit, my best friend died on New Year's. So New Year's, I celebrate New Year's Eve, whatever we're gonna do. But New Year's, you always gotta remember that.
Yep.
So if somebody died around Thanksgiving or Christmas or something, like you might be okay with it, but that's something you gotta remember.
You deep frying a turkey this year?
I am, and I think I'm trying to decide if I'm a deep fry a turkey or a deep fry a couple of hens. I think I'm gonna deep fry 2 hens.
That nigga have the deep fry, man.
Man, you ever had my shit?
I feel like I did. I
It was
can't
good.
remember though.
It was good if you had it. It was good.
You be doing all right. I give you that.
I'm a cook now. I'm a cook.
This week, I saw Tom Brady's wife. What's her name? Giselle. Was on vacation in Costa Rica with the jiu-jitsu teacher. Listen, if you gonna break up with me, don't go get the nigga who can whoop my ass, goddamn. You can't get a nigga who got there possibly, like, if you want to try to say something.
Yeah.
Like, damn, why he talking to the kids like that? And the nigga got
And
there.
then he break out in the stance that you ain't
Wow. ain't shit you can do about that, goddamn.
Yeah, but said, hey, you know what? Stay right there.
But a lot of the internet was talking shit just because they really just got a divorce. So they were like, that nigga been waiting. He been in the loop.
Oh, he been, yeah. But also, ain't Tom Brady undefeated since the divorce?
Hey, he been on the roll. I think they were 2-0, 3-0.
Hey, sometimes
You just need a little,
clarity.
little wake up call.
Yeah, distraction.
I wonder if that's why they got a divorce.
I'm losing. Your ass got to go.
Nah, I'm talking about the what is it? Jiu-jitsu. I said that shit wrong like a motherfucker. I didn't know.
He ain't just get there.
Nah, definitely didn't just get there. And Mobile, we saw a little fallout after the Gulf City Classic. Not really a sports topic. I mean, it's a sports topic, but it's more so about everything that's centered around it. A lot of people, for people who don't know the Magic City or the Gulf City Classic, what's it called?
Gulf Coast Classic.
Gulf Coast Classic, my bad. We talked about it last week, but it was between Jackson State and Alabama A&M. Jackson State won the game after they did an interview with Dion. He originally said that it was a good classic. Then he came back and said that, they didn't have showers. That some of the people from the Jackson State TV place who normally are put in booths were not put in booths because they had sold the booth that they're supposed to be in as a luxury box, I guess, to get more coinage.
Where was they put?
Huh? Oh, they would put them in the stairwell. That's the report. The pictures that they put up.
The play-by-play announcers.
Yeah.
Put in the stairwell.
Put in the stairwell. A lot of people had something to say. They said that Dion was basically being stuck up or bougie or because they said that he shouldn't have went on TV or on public interview and I guess said his disdain for the group since it was a lot of black people putting it together. I just want to start off just by saying the event surrounding it definitely looked dope. Like the concerts, the parades, the everything is super dope. And I think that if they stick with it, it's going to definitely blossom into something super big, super huge. It was over 36,000 fans out there. So shouts out to those people who put that together. But what's your thoughts on some of the fallout that came or centered around basically Dion complaining about the facilities or that they didn't have a hot shower to be able to take before they got back on the road?
Start off by saying I don't think it need to be said because any of our, listeners know, but Mobile resident, proud of it. I was ashamed of some of the shit I seen from Mobile people. Highly. Because I went to the event. I went to go support. Everybody knows I'm a big Deion fan, so of course I'm a Jackson State fan. Had my shirt, all that. I had tickets and couldn't get into the game. That's the number one problem. Because the lines were so long because they was doing whatever. They ain't had the shit figured out. So that trickles down to, I believe that it wasn't hot water in the showers. And like you said, like high school teams, y'all don't really take showers. Mm-hmm. Somebody asks you that. But it's just that's not, yes, I got to drive back to Jackson. Yes, I want to be able to take a shower. So, but like, and then the thing, no, you shouldn't have said that public. Like, why are we the only culture that can't critique us? Like, oh, don't say that in front of white folks. No. If the shit bad, the shit bad. And then people was like, well, the Senior Bowl ain't complain. They left. Well, these people ain't complain. They left. Everybody they said, well, it was, and then like, bruh, you ain't never had a house?
Yeah.
Your hot water can go out. Like, your hot water can be working last week and not working today, right?
Let two people take 2 showers before you got there. You try to get in that bit.
now you talking about 50 people, well, 100 people, because the other thing, taking showers, you got concession stands, and lad ain't used to having that. Mm-hmm. It worked 2 years ago, so water just keep working.
Yeah. I think
that shit was trash. And then people like, yeah, Deion just being a prima donna and it. Like, no, bro, if this shit was wrong, the shit was wrong.
Yeah, that's the part that I was tripping off of, the fact that like, could he have handled it different, or maybe said something different, like, hey, like, I hope they work out the kinks, which he did, but then he, hit that we won't be back kind of thing.
Well, now, but I also saw that they on the contract for like 4 years.
2 years, I think.
Okay.
But my thing is like, could he have handled it different? Perhaps.
But why?
But I'm just saying, could he have handled it different? Perhaps. But if it's a fact that those were the conditions that he was up under, they said that the power went out at one point, putting people in the stairwell, that's just kind of that's not acceptable. Like sometimes if you run in a business and, like we run here in the country, if something is messed up and it's our fault, we got to just say it's our fault.
It's our fault.
And we talk a lot behind the scenes of taking ownership over, like if we messed up your episode or something and it was our fault, that's on us.
And
most of the time when you accept that, like, hey man, I'm sorry, I apologize. What can we do to make it up?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? A lot of times people will be like, oh, I appreciate it. Come, man, we'll figure something out.
But don't get mad and say, hey man, we black, so don't complain. No,
right.
Like, all right, we knew. They're fairly new, so I get the hiccups, don't get me wrong. But like, don't get mad and say, oh no, he doing this, like he shouldn't do that because we black. No, nigga, like
I just hate that, like, when you do have a criticism, his criticism was we didn't have a hot shower. For people who may not know, man, sometimes on them football fields, and I think I've talked about this before, but sometimes, man, people will pee on themselves and squirt a little water over it because they don't have time. They spit. They'll throw up on the middle of the field. People are bleeding. You're sweating. You're running. You're tackling for 3-4 quarters. Well, for 4 quarters, basically, and then a little over. When you get through, especially if you about to get on a bus ride, 4.5, 5 hours back to Huntsville or back to Jackson,
yeah.
I want to take a shower. Like, so I don't have to get on the bus. Like, that's kind of like, and if I'm a coach like Deion has always come in and said that, hey, I want to level the playing field. Why can't these people be used to the same magnitude as these Power Fives? He basically saying we shouldn't accept lesser conditions for anybody. But sometimes when people bring that up, you'll hear, oh, you're a prima donna. Oh, he bougie. Oh, he this, he that. Because you've accepted lesser conditions for so long that you just look at it like,
think that's
oh,
cool.
this okay. But it's not. Like when I played football, I never remember a time in college ball, where we took a cold shower. I seen a lot of people, oh man, all took cold. Yeah, sure. But it shouldn't be acceptable.
That was how the struggle. That was, yeah.
Right, and it shouldn't be acceptable. And I should be able to say something like, damn, that shit, it was cold. That was it. If that's the fact, that's the fact.
And also, like, you can't expect Deion to know the politics of Mobile, because right after the game, if you remember, in our group chat, I said, man, I think the mayor trying to fuck up the game.
Right.
And I said, like, before Deion said anything, right after the game, when I could be able to text, I said, I think the mayor trying to fuck up the game, because it was so much shit wrong. And Ladd Stadium, the stadium that they played in, that's not black owned. Like, they might not have control over that. Well, or don't. But yeah, the hot water could have been shut off on purpose.
Yeah.
Or a different thing because he don't want shit down there.
Yeah.
Because he want to tear it down.
I just hate that, like, you know, when you say it, I'm a bad person for wanting conditions for these boys on my team and the boys that we just played that I'm bougie, I'm stuck up for saying that. That's crazy to me.
It's so weird that it was a little sweet. So, you know, like all these people that grew up loving Deion hated Deion. And then there was a little sweet spot where they were like, damn, we seem a little stupid for hating Deion. He only and then they were like, oh, yeah, we like Deion. And then it just, like in the past 2 weeks or so, they went back. Oh, yeah, man, that nigga think he better than us. Yes, he is, because the record shows that he's beat all y'all. So, yes, technically he is better than you motherfuckers.
Who you ain't here, but I got a study for you. Studies show that 1 billion young people are now at risk of hearing loss. Basically, they're kind of pointing to the Bluetooth devices and things that we keep in our ear, saying that we keeping them up too loud, that your eardrum and ear passage is not supposed to sustain that kind of decimal level for so long of a sustained time. So what they're suggesting is to put parameters or limit hours on it. Don't spend as much time all day listening to shows and I guess music, things like that, for people who just blasting it all day long.
Man, I just bought me some new AirPods.
And
then Apple will have a little, hey, you know, it's a little, do you want to put a little volume limit? No, fuck that limit.
Yeah.
Let's go up. We up.
I think I'm gonna put that bitch where I see fit at that moment. But like Dez had just typed up there now, what I was thinking, more so than the music part, it just be the fact that the Bluetooth, like the signals is going through. And I'm talking about I be on them bitches all day. My Bluetooth staying. Because I'm either listening to music, I'm listening to pod, I'm talking on the phone. And you spending 6 hours a day at your desk with them motherfuckers in your ear at some point. So,
because, I mean, like, yeah, it's a signal. I mean, yeah, that shit can fuck you up. But
we just doomed no matter what.
But also on that, I would like to say to all parents, this Christmas is coming up. Buy your kids some fucking headphones. I don't want to hear them playing a fucking game in the barbershop. Headphones is about $8, $9. You can get the Mickey Mouse ones or the Turtles or whatever fucking cartoon they like. Buy your kids some headphones. Hey, DM me. I'll buy their ass some headphones.
Santa Joe?
Yeah, Santa Joe. Joe Santa. Yes. The fuck? I don't want to hear your fucking kids' game while I'm trying to get my hair cut that we bullshitting about sports.
That nigga said Santa Joe.
So, yeah, that's my spiel.
And them kids shit, they be having that bitch black. They be blasting that motherfucker.
Nigga. Why is Dez pull up? Dez pull up the weirdest shit.
Best thing for the kid gamers.
Go air pop. Fuck is that? Air pops.
Best headphones for kid gamers. Little earbuds instead of having that.
How you find that?
Nah, nigga, they gonna lose that shit in the first day. It's hard for adults to keep up with AirPods.
Well, that's why they probably end up. They be tearing them headphones up too.
They do.
That's why they end up in the barbershop with nothing.
Well, hey,
Parents get tired of buying that same shit over again.
hey, you know, well, lesson learned. And I ain't a parent, so I get it. But yeah.
Y'all down with this Frontier shit? Frontier Airlines basically said they're gonna have all you can fly passes. It was starting at $5.99. Looked like it just went up to $7.99. Basically that they was running a sale that you could come in, buy your ticket, go from I think you said there was some restrictions on it or something though, wasn't it?
Man, nigga, they have a flight on Tuesday and Saturday or some shit. Like, hell no. You ain't gonna make your money. You gonna have a bad experience. They gonna charge you for a seatbelt. It's a bunch of bullshit.
Nigga go get that bitch, man.
You want
my seatbelt? $10.
Oh no, that'd be $52.
For a seatbelt?
They gonna charge you for every bag. Every bag gonna be $100 plus. But it's
gonna charge you for that little oxygen thing.
Oh yeah, if you wanna, you want your shit to drop down, $32.57. But the only way I can see this working is for business people that travel a lot in and out, in a major city because we don't have one in Birmingham. I think it's one in Atlanta. But yeah, go on there and try to book a flight on Frontier if you want to.
I bet you if you look through it, you can make it work.
Yeah, but they tickets on, like, if you can find a flight, they tickets only $50. So shit, you gonna travel 12 times this year?
I think it said it don't start till May of 2023, and then you need to do. I know one of the restrictions there said that they it's 10. You got to book it 10 days in advance or something like that.
That's hard, but like they price is cheap. Like I don't see you making that $700 back in a year.
I think so though, man. 3 flights, that's it.
No, nigga, if you can find a flight on Frontier, them hoes cheap as fuck. You can probably find a flight for $100.
Yeah, but nigga, okay, $100. You go.
How many times you really travel a year?
I think if you have something like that, maybe it make you travel more. I think people don't travel as much because they have to pay so much for tickets.
That's true, but shit, you still gotta have somewhere to stay when you stop.
But like you could be going places where you already got people, maybe. Like if I go to DC, I don't really have to pay to stay nowhere.
That's true.
If I go to Tampa or something, I don't have to pay. You know what I'm saying? Like I go to Arizona or Texas or something, you might not have to pay. You go to Wisconsin, I won't have to pay for nothing.
I mean, it can work out for people, but I don't think it works out for the average person.
Yeah.
To make him, you know what I'm saying? Because then you just spending money to not lose money.
I would have to look at it, but I've never flown Frontier, but I heard people talking crazy about it.
Look, fly from $19 one way.
Man, that shit, I always say that until you go to clicking.
No, but like, fool.
And by the time they add that seatbelt fee in there, bitch, you at $265.
They shit is cheap as, see, look at the calendar. You see that calendar every other day is blocked out. Nigga, I wasn't playing. You gotta stay 2 weeks.
Hey, Frontier, we looking at your calendar. It ain't looking so good.
Nigga, you gotta stay 2 weeks somewhere. Hang on, so I leave on the 3rd. I can't get back to the 18th. Who the fuck got time to go to stay 2 weeks?
Nigga can fly, but you gotta catch the Greyhound back.
Yeah, you can go. Shit, your way back is on you.
So it's safe to say that y'all ain't fooling with the Frontier?
Nah, I ain't fuck with Frontier. Y'all tell me be.
Odell Beckham Jr. Again, I know the sports, but it's about what's going on. He's filing a lawsuit alleging that Nike has swindled more than $20 million from him through basically fine print in his contract.
Yeah, pay me my money because they promised him X amount because he had to deal with Adidas, and they was gonna pay him, I think, $30 million or something like that. So yeah, like if you fucked up my bag from Adidas, then pay me my money.
Nike basically responded and said they ended up withholding some of the money because he altered their material. You know, he real known for those cleats and gloves and stuff that he do customs to. And Nike basically said that he altered their equipment at the end of last season. OBJ basically insisted that he didn't, and that he didn't violate the terms of the contract when he altered it.
I wonder what the contract says, because I see Nike point on that because I can't sell that. If you alter it, I can't sell that.
Well, he's saying, I mean, it's a back and forth. He basically saying Nike didn't deliver him the new cleats and the new products to match the new team that he was with.
Oh, like when he went to
the Rams, I think it was. Yep. He said that they didn't provide him cleats or gloves that matched the color of the new squad he was with.
But was he still wearing Nike? It was just
I don't. It didn't say what he wore. You know, that's what they saying, that he altered whatever he wore.
That's weird. I want him to get his money. I also want him to sign with the Cowboys. But I do want him to get this money because, yeah, like that's, nigga, that blue and yellow, like, that's a dope ass colorway. You should have. I think this about Nike, and no, nobody's gonna cancel Nike, so y'all stop boycotting it or fake boycotting it. But they ain't fumbled the bag, but like they tried to jump on the bandwagon with Kyrie because it was already done with him. And then, but when he came out with this shit, then they said, "Oh, we dropping him," but y'all was already gonna drop him. Y'all said that back in May. And then with this shit, like, what you want me to do? Like, you ain't giving me. I'm a sponsor athlete. That's like Jordan Come out and say, damn, Nike ain't sent me black and red Jordans this week. Fuck you want me to do? So, yeah, Nike, get paid.
I think too with stuff like this I think it more so than anything, it clears the way for younger athletes coming up because whatever issue that OBJ had, they're gonna try to make sure that that's not a problem, and contracts gonna look different after that. Like it's gonna specify even in more details what you can and can't do, and what's acceptable.
But also, corporations, what they're gonna do is say like, like we see people wearing the expensive watches or one of the college players, he wear his Apple Watch during the game. They're gonna say you can't wear other brands.
I mean, shit, they already can do that.
Yeah.
Like if you sponsor, because I remember with us being sponsored by Adidas, for people who tried to sneak out there and wear Nike stuff or Nike cleats, they had to tape them up. Like
they tape them up.
Tape them up, like where you couldn't see any symbols of that other school because you have a contract with Adidas.
Was the Nike equipment better?
Me personally, I'm just a Nike person. Like I just think Nike just does everything better than all the other competitors.
Yeah, but I mean, we black grew up in the 90s, but outside of your mind, just literally, if you Adidas to Nikes, if you had to plant and go to this spot, does the Nikes get you there better?
Oh man, I think all that shit's subjective.
Well, I'm subjecting you to answer the question.
For me, it's Nike, but that's just because I like that brand more. But you saying you cut and go to a spot, that could be different for a wide receiver to a linebacker. Yeah, like that's what I'm saying. It's personal preference.
Okay.
No, I don't think one make you cut faster than the other. They both do what they designed to do. And then it depends on sports. Because like if I'm playing soccer or something, I'm looking at Adidas and Pumas.
I'm looking at Adidas. Yeah, that's like, what they do.
Yeah, they great at it. I mean, Nike good at it too, but Adidas and Pumas been in that for forever. I'm playing tennis. I might want some Pumas or some Adidas or something. You know what I mean? Like, just depends.
I get that. Staying on like contracts and stuff. Des, you might be a little bit too young, but Stock, you remember in like the 90s, the Pepsi had to add like you get all your points, you can get a T-shirt, you can get a sweatshirt, but then at the end it was like 7 million points, you can get this military jet, fighter jet.
Somebody got some points, then
he did it.
And he looking for his jet.
And he was looking for his jet.
It's on Netflix. Man.
It's on Netflix. So I'm gonna say y'all the time. Don't watch it. Just listen to me, cause
it was a doc.
It's a doc. So what he did, he was like, oh, 7 million. So all right, I can do this. He found a guy that was bankrolled up. And we're like, all right, so what we need to do is get 5 warehouses. It's gonna take X amount of dollars, and it'll cost like $7 million. But the fighter jet was worth $32 million.
Mm-hmm.
So all right, that's a nice little flip. He was like, all right, cool. Man, that's gonna take a long ass time. I don't want to get the points in time. So he looked at the little Pepsi booklet. It was like, hey, you can buy points for like 10 cents. So in that case, 700,000 would have got you enough points.
Mm-hmm.
So Buddy wrote a check to Pepsi and wrote on there fighter jet and sent it to the ass.
It's always that one craft ass nigga that gonna figure it out.
Man, they was like ha and sent that nigga a coupon for like 2 cases of Pepsi. I'm like, fuck no. So
he sued. Oh no.
He sued. Yeah. So spoiler, but don't watch this shit. They draw it out. So went to court. Well, before they went to court, they offered him $1 million. Kid ain't never had no money. The other guy that bankrolled him was up. So he was like, he actually said $1 million ain't gonna change my life. It might change his life, but it ain't gonna change my life. So he was like, fuck no. They went to court, did all this shit. He was all on the news, interviews, all this.
Yeah. You need $32 million and we can settle.
But then the judge came back and said, no sensible person would think that offer was real. And he got nothing.
Damn. So they offered him $1 million. He didn't take it.
Went to court.
And got nothing.
Yep. But a Netflix special.
Hey, he might have made a little money over
that. Yeah.
Damn, they fucked him over. But that's how that shit be. But I would have thought they would have had to give him the value of what they promote it.
And then also they said that it was illegal for civilians to own a fighter jet.
So why are they promoting a fighter jet?
Exactly.
They in the wrong.
But like the judge, and then like they said, like, man, when you dealing with somebody like Pepsi, like, who knows the reach that they got to give it to the judge? Like, come on now.
Man.
Like, hey, man.
He go them $10 million he want. You go.
He go that one we offer him.
Because if they would have did it, it probably would have been 200 more people came out who did it too.
And then it was off of, and then like they made it seem like he was money hungry. It was off of the woman suing because the coffee was too hot at McDonald's. But like, no, they didn't have. And then what was so crazy? The Canada commercial had a disclaimer, but the United States.
The coffee was too hot.
You ain't never heard that before?
We talked about that before.
Yeah.
A lady got her coffee from McDonald's and spilled it in her lap, burned her, and she said that it was too hot and won. It was a multi-million-dollar lawsuit, I think.
Yeah. They McDonald's got this. They had a disclaimer after that.
Now I got caution hot on the thing.
Damn.
But what's so crazy about the Pepsi commercial, the Canada version, like we just talked about the TikTok in China, but the Canada version had a disclaimer, but the United States didn't have one. And the ad guy, it was so crazy. The ad guy that actually did it said it started off at 700 million. But they changed it because they said that don't look right. And we want people to actually think that they can drink enough Pepsi to get this damn jet. But they ain't put them on trial. And the judge wouldn't allow them to even testify. So from what I got from the judge.
The judge was with him.
Yeah, got bought out.
Yeah. He was with him. FUBU. They want this new generation to embrace the brand with Black Fashion Fair.
No.
You ain't put lunch up for us by you?
No.
I'm rocking Tulane this or something like fuck that.
Nah, you had your chance, FUBU. I ain't rocking that. No South Pole, no Car Canal, no Rockaware, no
Jabot.
No, maybe Jabot.
Hard, man.
You'll let Jabot might come in.
No Aku. None of that shit.
T.I. still ran it.
That shit is trash. It always has been. Look, got a rabbit. What was it? A rabbit? A fox? What was that shit?
Fox.
And now some of that are cool. Some of it was hard. Some of it was hard. Nah, some of them little fox things and shit was kind of hard. And then he had some little graphic tees that had like different shit on it. That was live. Like it ain't had nothing to do with the fox. And then it'd be like a race car man at the victory line with the celebrating with the bottles and shit.
Now the biggest letdown I ever had in fashion was that Outcast brand. Oh my God, that shit was bad.
What was it? What was it called?
I think it was just called Outcast or some shit. That shit was awful.
Yeah, had your pair?
I got a t-shirt. I think it had like with some wings on it or some shit.
You can tell you fat. That nigga would have got an Outcast shirt. That crazy.
Hey, nigga, that shit was all.
Where you wore it to?
I don't know, probably Continental or somewhere. That shit was terrible.
I remember that shit.
Now that I'm seeing I remember it. But I forgot all about that shit.
Yeah, that shit was bad.
That nigga said he had an Outcast shirt with an O on it.
What was that shit? It wasn't black on, but LRG was tough.
LRG was hard.
LRG
had a nice run. Platinum FUBU had a run.
Oh, with the
when they did the platinum, when they did the Fat Albert and shit.
And
got the ass sued right up out of it, I think.
Cosby sued them?
I think so. I think they didn't have
permission.
To
he
do
ain't
it.
never fuck with black folks. That's why I wasn't mad he went to jail.
Yeah. Here we go. You knew he couldn't help himself. Man, I don't know if y'all saw this week, man. It was crazy. Shanquilla Robinson. I'm not sure if I pronounced that name right. I apologize if I did. For people who don't know, that was the young lady who from North Carolina at the age of 25 lost her life after a vacation or a trip to Cabo with her quote-unquote alleged friends. Like I saw it earlier that week and I was like, who is this? I normally don't Google, but I Googled it and then started kind of following the story. And then the next day, the internet was like, set ablaze with it, which rightfully should be. For people who didn't see it, a lot of her friends that were on that trip said that she was sick from alcohol poisoning. Coming to find out that she had a broken spine or cracked spine, cracked neck.
It was disconnect. Her spine was disconnected from.
Right.
It was some.
A video came out of them beating her. They show one girl, but they said, it's been alleged that it was multiple people jumped on her and beat up on her. It was awful, man. If you saw it, what really got me was to see the interview of her dad. That was his only child. As a father of two girls, like just to hear him say, watching that video and seeing my daughter in distress, seeing her look like she just woke up, she didn't have no clothes on, she naked. And as a father, I can't do anything to protect her in that video. You know what I mean? So he was just talking about how it was to see her like that, knowing that he won't ever get to walk her down the aisle, knowing he won't be able to get grandbabies from her. It was just really, disheartening to see. And just to hear about this story altogether, it was just kind of sick to watch that video and then see how people go on vacation and treat you, so you got to watch who you're around. Did you see it?
Definitely. Kind of the same way. Like, you know how, like, you see something, you just pass through it. Mm-hmm. Then you keep seeing, like, man, let me see what's up with this. So I ain't really searched for the video because I ain't want to watch it. I saw, like, little snippets or pictures, but everybody in the house need to go to jail. Everybody. Number one, the quote unquote best friend male guy. Cause I mean, you call me old school or whatever you want to call me. As a man, you were supposed to stop that.
Yeah.
And
I agree.
And you videotaping that shit. This girl that clearly is getting the best of her. The girl not even fighting back. Like,
she said no. They was like, girl, at least fight back. And she was like, no. Like, stop that shit.
Like, yeah, all right, this done. Whatever, I don't give a fuck what she said. All right, you got your lick. All right, you proved your point. But she was naked. Like, it wasn't like they got into it, like, at the table or something. Like, what, you pulled out of bed? Like, why was she naked? Like, what conversation you had and this girl was naked? So did you take her clothes off to embarrass her?
Yeah.
And then videotape it? Was this shit playing?
And then you hear different stories. It almost sound like from one of the stories, like she was sleeping and you came in and ambushed her while she was asleep. I don't know what's what. I just read that was one of the things that they said.
But I saw something, not trying to take it off them because everybody in the house is responsible. And especially anybody that recorded it, that said it, and then you take my shit to my mama house.
Yeah.
You take my luggage to my mama house, and you may be responsible for my death. But also, they're also looking at that it might have been, I think they called, and I'm sorry if I get it wrong, but woman's side?
Femicide.
Femicide. There you go. Thank you. Where it might have been a situation where they had that altercation, left her, and then something happened.
Yeah.
But I don't know. But everybody needs to be brought in and questioned. Because that, whatever in Mexico is up.
Yeah,
right?
It's a lot of crimes against females.
Against females. Like, so I can see a scenario where whatever happened, they left her, and then maybe something else happened.
Yeah.
But that fight should have never happened. That whatever should have never happened. And then you post that shit.
Yeah, people, these kids crazy. I never understood that they do the most crazy shit with their phone, which is a good thing because now we get to see it and then get to hold them accountable. Because who's to say what that story would have been if we never would have saw that?
But and then also like going back again, why I'm starting to hate social media because of that. But also everybody was like, see, that's why I don't travel with people.
Yeah, I saw a lot of that.
But also, bruh, that's what you do in your 20s. You try because you ain't got the money.
Yeah.
So you need other people.
And maybe, sometimes you traveling with people that you may not travel with because maybe your group of friends don't have the money.
Yeah. So like that's what your 20s is for. And then you learn, oh no, I ain't never traveling with. But like that is
you don't think that it's gonna result in somebody losing their life.
Like worst case scenario, like it's
y'all
just a bad
altercation.
experience. Yeah. But like, yes, that's what your 20s are for. Now, but when you in your upper 30s, first of all, you ain't really traveling with friends. Now, we real friends that can't even get together to travel. But you ain't traveling with you traveling with your family. You doing, so like for old ass people like, see, no, you you ain't travel with people because you probably was the messy one. And ain't nobody will travel with your ass. But yeah, it's like stop like capping. Like I just hate all that cap shit.
Yeah. I saw a lot of that.
Definitely a sad situation. I really want to find out what happened.
I just saw now that it's alleged that the FBI is involved. So they gonna start shaking some trees.
See, but the FBI, that's why I brought that up. The FBI is looking at it as that other side. Right. Maybe they didn't have anything to do with it.
Regardless, we need answers.
Yeah.
Something happened. We don't know what happened.
And they need to be held accountable.
You're right. And that family deserve it. The mother, the dad, everybody in that family. I thought some prayers go out to them.
Oh, and but I'm not gonna say shout out because I don't know. It's kind of seem weird saying shout out, but what Kyrie did for the family, but he GoFunded like 65 bands.
Yeah, I saw that.
But they say, oh, this ain't gonna be picked up. Nigga, of course it's not gonna be picked up. When they ever highlighted a black man doing good. But Kyrie been doing this shit.
Yeah.
He been doing stuff like that. He just shouldn't have posted that fucking tweet.
Yeah.
But he been doing, like, he gives his money to where it's supposed to go. Don't get me wrong. But yeah, that was just, both things can be true.
Yeah.
So like, y'all ain't gonna talk about this? No. People don't want to hear that shit.
Yeah. Yeah. Man, it's just an unfortunate situation. Hopefully in the next couple of weeks, more details will come out and justice will be served, man. And whoever did it need to be held responsible and accountable for what they did.
But I still want Buddy to go to jail for something. As a man, you can't just let that happen.
Yeah, you just sitting there watching. I've always been a big proponent of that. Like even when I used to have house parties and stuff, if people came in there with like certain tension, you got to go. You either got to go or chill out. Like this ain't the spot for. I don't care who you don't like in here. If you in here, that shit don't fly. And I was always kind of big on that. Like, don't bring that shit in here because this ain't the energy. This is a place to come and have fun, drink, chill. If you coming in here on that type of time, you got to go.
Fool, I was watching, just this morning, I was watching I ain't trying to get into what to watch, but the
who they here today? He doing that shit.
And I done did it twice, but the BMF story, it was, what caused a lot of the attention was there was in the club. It was a shooting at I can't think of the club in Atlanta, but like 2003. That's what really got Big Meech locked up the first time. But what happened was it was like Puffy security guard, but he was like notorious or whatever for like, being a bad person. But Meech was in the section and he saw his ex-girlfriend. She wasn't with Meech, but she was like behind him just in the section. And he mushed her. And Meech was like, hey, man, whatever y'all got going on, do that away from me. But while she here in my section, I can't let you disrespect her. Which makes sense. Hey, man, y'all do that shit on your own time. But that led to when they walked outside, Buddy started shooting. And 2 people got shot. Big Meech got shot in the ass. And that would spiral the shit. I'm still watching, so I don't know. I know what happened because them niggas in jail. But that's what spiraled all the attention.
Yeah. Hey, anytime you start bringing a lot of violence and stuff to organizations, they coming.
But
it ain't no matter of time. A lot of money and a lot of violence gonna bring it.
It was so crazy because they said before then, like, as big as they was, it was no bodies. The bodies was what get you.
Yeah.
But also another funny thing about it, it was like the police had wiretaps up. These niggas, the BMF niggas, was talking about The Wire, the actual show. And was like, oh yeah, this is what I would have did, or I would have did this. And somebody said, hey, maybe we should dump our phones. Like they did, when Idris Elba, like, get rid of all your phones.
Mm-hmm.
They was like, maybe we should dump our phones. And somebody said, because they was in Atlanta, someone said, man, these country bumpkins don't know to tap our phones. And the FBI was on there like, they so fucking stupid.
Yeah, just sitting there listening.
Right.
Yeah, got y'all there. Jay-Z and Beyonce, they got a new album coming. You excited? You gonna get the box this time?
I ain't getting no.
Dez got the box.
There's the hit the box.
He got his material.
He
in
got
it,
a
too.
beehive. Still ain't gonna get no concert ticket, but you in the beehive.
But no, they did announce that Jay-Z and Beyonce are working on another album, or another album is alleged to come out.
I don't want to hear that shit.
You don't want to? I thought you liked Jay-Z.
I love Jay-Z and I love Beyonce. I want to hear them separate. And Beyonce need to give an album without that.
Beyonce ain't dropped
dancing
nothing in a
shit.
long time, have it?
That stupid ass shit she just dropped.
Oh, with the box. That was an album? Oh.
Yeah, that Drake shit. That dance hall shit, yeah.
That's right.
No.
Maybe that's why she doubling back.
Man,
Like Drake did.
Jay-Z, well, yeah, that's true. Maybe. But, nah, Jay-Z need to cheat again. That gets her best music.
That's when Lemonade came out?
Yeah. See how you do what I was talking about?
Because that's the album that came out.
Well, shit. That's what you need to do.
I don't think she gonna stop till she hit 10 albums.
How many she at?
She at 7 right now, so that one would be 8 and 2 X.
I mean, but they last shit was cool, but it was forgettable. Cause you take it away from both of them.
They got one song to me, just the only run shit.
I mean, but like Jay-Z on her song is cool, but them doing the songs together, that shit just it takes away from both of them. So I don't like that shit. I ain't for that shit. No.
Maybe it's a money play.
I mean, everything on money. Well, not to them, because that shit ain't gonna make them no money. I mean, you know, so it ain't gonna change nothing.
They got big control over their music, so I'm sure they gonna make a lot of money
true.
off their album.
They do both own all that shit.
Be 95,000.
Huh?
Like their tickets gonna be 95,000.
Fuck no.
Yeah. They gonna have the media people in the stairwell.
Taylor Swift shit.
Yeah, he was talking about Taylor Swift. I don't know if that's true.
I
but
seen that was crazy.
That was true. It was a reset.
I saw 16, 17 though. But yeah, that shit crazy how Ticketmaster did. But like, you can't even go to a concert. I was so mad, man. I seen.
But you know what? Not like that's the running thing now with like just life in general. Things get so overhyped, and then they be oversaturated already, and overhyped, and then people want to like sell them, like selling Jordans and shit for $500 and shit. I don't give a fuck what them Jordans do, nigga. I'm not paying $500 for no Jordans. Cool if you would like to, cool. I'm not doing it. Like at the LaFleur alumni weekend shit.
Yeah.
They were trying to pick tickets at $180. Nigga, I'm not paying that to go to no ticket. And I'm not standing in no long line. I'm not doing none of that shit just to go to an event. I'm too old for that shit now at this point. My energy level don't work like that. But they overhype everything like this.
I mean, it's a cost on seeming cool. And I ain't paying that cost. Yeah. Because I've been cool for too long. You know what I'm saying? I'm old.
You been cool too long?
Yeah, I've been cool for way too long to pay to seem cool. But like concerts, like Maxwell. Maxwell my favorite R&B artist. Love Maxwell. But
I thought Usher would have been.
Fuck no. Usher got an album and like 2-3 songs. Yeah, pay stupid. I'm talking about good. Pay stupid amount of money to see Maxwell. And he up there goddamn shaking his ass. Like, damn, I done wasted all that.
He was doing that with the Meg knees, wasn't he?
Yeah, he did that shit in Birmingham. I was mad as a motherfucker. Like, but no, concerts, like, you can't even go to a concert unless it's the baby. Now you go to the baby concert, for about $18.
I seen him saying whoever paying these blogs to say that his show's doing that or ain't doing that, y'all that they paying people to do that.
I saw,
and then he showed a video from the Atlanta show, and it was deep.
He went in some restaurant
and was giving tickets away.
Yeah. But then somebody else said that was cap.
I saw his show in Birmingham, and it looked real Trump rally-ish.
What, you had to take an angle? My boy said they had to have it at a certain angle. I don't know. I mean, I don't know. Like that boy fall off been quick and fast.
Hey, you can't.
It's
do
the
that.
antics though. You can't do all that shit. We be giving a lot of hard time to a lot of rappers, man. Especially on this side of town right now. But I don't know if y'all saw this, but the city of Atlanta basically honored Lil Baby with his own day. November 13th is now declared Dominique Lil Baby Jones Day. I think that's pretty dope. Especially in light of everything that's going on surrounding rappers and everything, to finally get like a positive honor and everything that he is doing actively within the community. I hope that he can keep this trend going and build on it, because the more that they build on this kind of power and this side of it, I think it trickles down to more rappers and more artists, and it helped, to me, build it in more of a positive way in those areas and those communities.
Definitely. Love what Lil Baby doing, but he started off that way. He was like, man, this what I used to do. I ain't, you know what I'm saying? That's the difference. Like, I want to hear about your old drug stories. I want to hear about your old bad shit. Not yesterday I went and shot a nigga. So, but like that's what he been doing. Like, yeah, once I started getting like, yeah, I was the weed man. I did this, and that's how I met such and such. That's how I met such and such. But once you start rapping, no, man, I'm trying to build my community. I'm trying to get back to the hood.
Just like when Two Official was here, he was saying that, you know, Lil Baby got people in the neighborhood cutting older people grass and stuff.
Yeah, I'll pay. Hey,
yeah, like that's the kind of that's the kind of shit that, to me, that if they use their power for that kind of activity, that shit will be like life changing, life altering for a lot of those communities.
But also, huh?
He like Lil Baby.
Because he can't. Like what is he gonna say? You know what I'm saying? He don't glorify. Like, actually, Lil Baby might say, yeah, I used to do this. But he don't glorify it.
He don't talk about it every line, every sentence. He'll say something, but it just ain't to the level of...
Oh, geez.
Like, to me, his music matches his ascend. Like, his music is matching what I'm doing, and it's reflecting currently of what the money I'm getting, the business deals I'm getting, the tables that I'm sitting at. It's all about the ascension. So that's what I like about him.
So yeah, I mean, like, and then yeah, but he's talking about, you know, rapes and shit, like, and you know, business deals and shit.
Also, speaking of, it's been a year.
I had that cadence down.
It's been over a year since Dolph passed. And it looks like in Georgia and Tennessee, they're doing November 7th as Young Dolph Day. So he got his own honorary day as well.
Man, I don't want to have to die to get a day. And then die. I mean, like, we keep saying, man, like, it's so dangerous to be a rapper. Like, all these folks dying in their own neighborhood. That nigga died getting cookies.
Yeah.
Nigga, I can't get cookies.
But that's just like we say all the time, that's just how dangerous that shit is.
And then, like, bruh, like, niggas starting to act like women, fool. Like, you know how some, and it's a stereotype, so let me clarify, but how people say women can't let anything go. At some point, bruh, if you done shot at me 3-4 times, it's 10 years before we had beef, nigga, let that shit go.
We don't know who did what and who did what and what was what.
Yeah, of course. But buddy that was trying to shoot Big Meech, that nigga still living.
Yeah.
The damn, what's that damn song? Make It Rain, Let It Rain, whatever the fuck that song was. But yeah, man, let that, like, once you ascend, like we saw, like, in Memphis, like, Yo Gotti, one of his friends, like, indicted on that shit. Like, you putting your life in danger. Like, ain't nobody worth me being in jail for the rest of my life.
I agree with that part. I don't know who was what and who associated with who, but all I know is just like when you're in a position of getting money, I would love to see the Lil Baby route, where you helping people get jobs in the community, help them be held accountable for how their community looks. Like, clean it up. Like, it shouldn't be no trash over here. Let's fix this dilapidated house. Let's make sure Miss Mary Grass look good, her yard straight. That's the power and authority. Like, you know, these people got lawn services. Hey, man, I'm going to pay you this amount a month to take care of these houses over here.
Cut everybody yard. Make sure, like, nigga, when you talking about, like, running the block, why don't you own the block? Why don't you purchase these houses? Why don't you put affordable, houses in your community and then build it up? And that's going to make that's going to bring the property value up. That's going to make the schools better. That's going to cause less crime because people see a way out. Why don't you build a wreck? Why don't you? But it's easy to say than done. But nigga, let me get some money. My days of beefing with anybody in this world are done.
I want to enjoy it.
Yes.
Like I seen with like
What you want to be mad and rich for?
I thought the purpose of making this money or getting to this height is to not have to do all of that dumb shit. Yeah. To enjoy it, like to go have these experiences, to take your people to foreign countries and foreign lands and go, man, come on tour with me, bro. I know you ain't never seen nothing like this where we come
Let's
from.
go. Get your passport.
Yeah, let's go. Come on, man. We finna go here. And to me, that's dope. And if he can figure this out and navigate through this, it's a little rough patch. I think stuff like this would be dope if he come out on the other side.
Didn't Blueface get in trouble because they was joking with him because he was hollering at a chick in a Honda or some shit?
Right. But see that be the shit that like I don't advocate for everything he does. I'm not a proponent of everything he does, but that's the thing that Charleston White highlights brilliantly. That nigga, you trying to highlight a girl in a Honda and somebody say something about you and then you feel like you gotta go prove yourself. Nigga, I don't care if you was in a beat up Delta 88. Nigga, you got real money. Like you don't have to prove yourself to nobody. But like we a lot of times, and I was saying this about the shit that happened in Mobile. Y'all mad because of what somebody said. But in actuality, like even
why don't you listen?
Going back to the person who run Lad, going back to Mobile. Nigga, I would have took that and said, you know what? We appreciate Jackson State for being here. We appreciate A&M for being here. Deion Wright, we got a problem here. This is what we've been trying to highlight. The city we've asked the city 14 times to fix this ordinance or do this so we can do this and do that. It'll take us $75,000 to do this. We appreciate it. We're going to put up this GoFundMe because what Deion's saying is shedding light on something we've been trying to do. Use it to your advantage.
Use the light. Don't try to darken the light.
Use it. Like,
you on a national.
Oh, Deion has said it. And we appreciate it, Mr. Deion. Maybe you can get us in touch with some plumbers or someone who can help. So, because we got a lot of high schools who use this facility, and we would love for this water to be.
Maybe you could maybe Deion could put pressure on the city that they can't. And now next year, we're like, oh yeah, we gonna come. And what Deion might do is, hey, next year we gonna come. We gonna make sure the water right.
Hot water classic.
Yeah, hot water.
The hot water classic. You can't use that. We made sense.
No, that wasn't make sense.
That was the.
Yeah. I never know. He used it for both.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's the one that don't make sense. Okay, you're right.
Okay. But yeah, cause like, and then that brings millions of dollars. I saw the people out there, fool. I've never seen Lad Stadium that packed, the surrounding area that hard to park. That brings millions of dollars to the city. Like, fix this shit.
Yep.
Instead of bickering on goddamn Facebook.
But it's like we said, like we're not really good at. We get so emotional off what somebody actually says versus what they do to us. They'll say anything, but they don't actually do anything to us. They don't stop you from getting money. They don't hurt you physically. They don't step on you. They don't throw no water on you. They just say, "I don't like this. I don't like that podcast. I don't like the Dummies Podcast. I don't like." They entitled to say that.
Yeah, you don't have to.
That ain't gonna stop what we doing or what we supposed to be doing. We did
Can't
this.
stop, won't stop.
You know what I'm saying? And so like I just think that sometimes we get
That's
caught
my
up
YouTube
emotional.
people.
What that was? That's
My
your
little
thing?
ditty shake.
Dummy.
That nigga so still.
Hey man, we gotta drive our YouTube numbers up some way.
we do because Todd ain't gonna post. Never mind. Top selling album so far 2022, according to the hip hop whatever that little hip hop blog site is. It said here the highest selling first week rap album so far in 2022 with 411K is Her Loss. That's Drake, ain't it? Yeah. 295 Mr. Morrell and the Big Stepper, Kendrick. 222 I Never Liked You. Who was that? Future. I'm tripping. 204K was Honestly Nevermind. That's Drake again. 150K was Dirty Sprite Forever, Future. 120K was the 720 album from Dirk. 115K Beautiful Mind from what's my man? Rod Wave, and 108K, the last Slamito, which is NBA Youngboy. So Drake got 1, 2, 3 on there, 2 of them on there. Future, Dirk, Kendrick, the who's.
I mean, Drake's holding out rap. I mean, but yeah, that dance hall shit he put out was trash. But
I like it. I still like it.
Okay, well, you that's okay.
Mm-hmm. I just think it was like.
But I get why he did.
I think it's something dope to me when our artists don't have the ability to make a totally separate genre of music and make it at a high quality. Now, this is not what you're used to. It wasn't what you probably was used to from Drake, but it was good quality music what he made.
Well, hang on. Let me take Trash back because I reserved that for Kendrick. So let me take Trash back. It was quality music that didn't have a lot of replay value for me.
Yeah, I mean, I could see that. It definitely is it ain't no shit that you're gonna play all the time. But I will take a couple of cuts off of it and add it to my little ongoing Drake playlist.
I mean, you could throw it in there.
Yeah, you could definitely get some off the rotation. But shouts out to all them boys, man, on their sales. They still holding it down, keeping record sales up. Did you see that Travis Scott's supposed to be working on a DJ Screw biopic with Columbia Pictures? Biopic. That's who to say. Man, for people who don't know, DJ Screw is a notable DJ from Houston who was coined with starting that slow down, chopped and screwed music. A legend down here in the South. I know we got listeners from all over that may not know who DJ Screw is. But definitely started his own little wave of music, and they supposed to be doing a biopic to honor his life.
Definitely dope, but it seemed like I've seen it was one of them hip hop shows on Netflix, and where they went all over, and they did an episode in Houston. That.
Hip-hop evolution.
Yep, the evolution of hip hop.
Yeah, the evolution of hip hop. So, but I mean, I'm definitely gonna watch again because it was just, nigga, that's our era. Mm-hmm. You got that Screw tape, but not only, people don't understand, the Screw tape was his art, Lil Flip, 50-50, Zero, Lil Kiki, all them boys. But then you got the screwed up version of the artist that you like. You know what I'm saying? So that was even different. And for it to be an accident, somebody bumped the little whatever, and slowed it down, that was dope. But that whole culture had me drinking, wanting to drink lean.
Mm-hmm. Double styrofoam cup.
Yeah. R.I.P. Harold. But we at the gas station, you know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck. He had some lean, so I go grab 2 cups. He was like, nigga, you don't put that fucking cup down. That's what the police looking for. Nigga, just grab 1 cup and some ice and come the fuck off. I thought I was cool, nigga. Hey, double cup. She the one I lean on. You're like, man, you don't put that fucking cup back.
Nigga say he went and got that cup. Nigga, you going to jail.
Yeah.
you make the nigga with the 2 cups. Yeah. Get him.
Get him.
But now a lot of people's like, oh man, you doing that shit because Lil Wayne. It was actually, this shit started way before Wayne was doing it.
Oh,
and the purpose of the double styrofoam cup was if you've ever held one with ice and liquid in it for a while, it bleeds.
Yeah.
And then your hands get sticky. So that's where the double cup came from.
This shit happens.
Yep. It stopped you from sweating and that shit being in your damn hand.
Especially actual syrup on your hand. Your hand's gonna be sticky as fuck.
Yeah. But yeah, I would love to see that biopic. So we'll see how they develop it going forward. Sports. Down goes Tennessee. Tennessee played South Carolina yesterday, got their ass kicked. I think it was 63-36 or something like that.
They lost.
63-38, my bad. Spencer Rattler went crazy on them, man. South Carolina hung up 63 points on Tennessee. Tennessee was a favorite to possibly get into the playoffs. They had only lost 1 game, which was to Georgia. They were out of the SEC championship, but still probably in contention or maybe pushing for one of those playoff slots, but not anymore. Did you see that game?
Nah, I was ripping and running. But I don't know if I was excited. I didn't really care about it, but that shit is interesting. But that even shows you, like, this season, damn near every season shows you the push for at least 18 playoffs.
Yeah.
Because the 18 playoffs would be wild this year. Because now Bama back in it. Now Tennessee probably would be back in it. LSU would be in it.
Mm-hmm.
So you got these, you know what I'm saying, a couple of West Coast teams and shit like that. But because now, as it goes, like, everybody knows whoever plays TCU, they going to blast their ass. But you got to put TCU in it if they win out.
Yeah. And that's what I kept asking them niggas when I went on the Golden Boot pod.
The Golden Boot. Why you did
the Golden Boot? Because they LSU fans. So I was the Golden Boot.
The Golden Boot.
Yeah, I had to stop because one of the things that they was arguing about was, you know, they was all excited. They was like, yeah, because good things could come for LSU. And I was like, well, what's gonna happen? They was like, oh, they're going to the playoffs. No, they're not. They lost twice.
Oh, this year?
Yeah.
Oh no.
But they were saying that they was over Tennessee because they were, let's just say they won the SEC championship. They were saying that they SEC champs. So they 2 losses automatically put them in because they're SEC champs. I was like, but head to head, you lost to Tennessee.
Lost. No.
So I couldn't figure out, you know, what that was. But
usually LSU fans are not delusional like that.
Shit, they was big delusional.
Yeah, I see a big dummy right there to the right.
Yeah, and then I was like, hey, look, I was like, you know what? I am on Golden Boot. Because but their argument was, one of them told me, what did he say? Basically that he tried to say that Tennessee hadn't beat anybody but Alabama. But I was like, but they beat y'all. And he was like, well, we weren't ranked when they beat us. So how no, you can't discredit y'all for when they beat y'all, but then now try to make like you like such a great team now.
Yeah, they beat y'all head to head.
Like, nigga, are y'all ranked right now and y'all trying to go to playoffs? Nigga, give Tennessee that credit for beating y'all ass.
Yeah. Y'all the same team. Y'all got new players.
Right. But nah, it was definitely a dope Saturday. I don't know if you saw the TCU game. It came down to the last minute. I mean, literally, like, they had no more time. They only had like 9 seconds left. They had to run the field goal unit from the sideline to the field and kick it with like 9 seconds left.
Oh, yeah, I saw that.
Man, he put it right through, though. It was a great end to that. Michigan played a great game. I hate that they starting running back looked like he got hurt and hurt his leg. Same with Tennessee. Hooker got hurt. I hate that because he having such a good season. So, but in all, was definitely some dope games yesterday.
Did you watch the Jackson State game? Did Buddy play? Shanar?
Yeah, he
Shador?
played. Yeah, he played. He only threw for like 181. His last 2 games, since they started Heisman shit, he been playing very average.
Oh, he wasn't ever in that. But
I mean, if he probably would have threw for 200-300 yards, if he would have probably averaged like 300 yards a game these last couple of games, he'll probably been in the mix. But he like kind of his stats went down. But Travis Hunter balled out yesterday.
Oh, he did? Like on defense or offense?
Pick six.
Has he played offense?
Yeah, he scored a touchdown yesterday.
Okay.
He scored a touchdown the week before that too.
Okay. With against A&M?
Man, he had a beautiful catch yesterday.
Well, I'm saying he scored in Mobile?
Yeah. No, he scored in Mobile too.
Oh. Yeah, I had a ticket, but I couldn't get in the game. So I couldn't see that. I paid to see it, and I just couldn't see it.
Niggas so stupid.
Don't talk about us.
Speaking of Deion, shout out to Jackson State, man. They went 11-0, undefeated for the first time in school history. They will face, I don't know who they lining up with. I think we'll probably find out this week or next week who they line up with on the SWAC West. I think there was a lot of shit going on that side to see who will match up. It's a lot of different wins, losses, and stuff they're trying to factor.
I have no idea why they playing in the SWAC championship. No. I'm being serious. Like, why wouldn't you opt out of that shit and go play in the playoffs?
I don't know.
Because you just being a tall midget.
I don't know. I mean, you're going to have to ask Deion on that one. I'm just getting them niggas shout out to them. I don't know what they're going to end up doing. But it'd be dope to see them play in it, win it, and then go on to the
but you can't do both, yeah.
MEX SWAC championship and figure that out.
Because, you play SWAC and then what? They get to play at the Celebrity Bowl. That's in Selma, Alabama. Some shit, ain't it?
Here this nigga goes. No, that shit be in Atlanta, and it's a dope bowl game, man. Don't you start that shit.
They gonna have hot water?
I don't know. I ain't in that. Do we got pick'ems?
Yeah. And I ain't have to search through my phone.
Who be doing that?
Yeah, you know who. Him. So starting off Thanksgiving. Oh, you know what? Fuck that. Before we do that, what's your Thanksgiving plate looking like? All Thanksgiving food, and I want your input on this too, Des. What's your Thanksgiving plate looking like?
Like if I had to pick, like my top things, what I'm having on it.
Like all everything. Somebody made everything. What's your plate?
Gotta go dressing.
You got gravy on the dressing?
No, I'm not.
You got gravy on the dressing?
Yes.
I'm okay either way.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna be mad, but 99.9% of the time, I'm not having gravy on the dressing. But I like that dressing that be having that little chicken in it or the turkey in it.
The turkey in it.
Yeah,
The nigga dressing.
yeah, that'd be all right there. So dressing,
Okay.
macaroni and cheese.
Okay.
I'm a roll kind of guy. I like the little top roll, little roll.
Oh, the little puffy, the little mushroom.
Yeah, the
looking
mushroom.
roll?
Yeah, that one.
Yeah.
I love that. That shit. Like I'm a bread guy. On Thanksgiving, give me turkey. I like turkey.
White or dark? You know, I'm pretty sure you're a white person.
Well, it just depends. It's turkey. If it's Cajun, like an injected, like shit, give me all of it. I don't give a fuck. All this shit gonna be moist.
What's your favorite turkey style? You got roasted, just in the
I like
oven.
a baked. Well, deep fried.
Well, baked, deep fried, smoked.
Deep fried.
Okay.
That deep fried hard. When they inject it perfect and they good at it and they get it seasoned just right, you can't fuck with a deep fried turkey.
Okay.
Give me a little potato salad, collard greens, little cranberry sauce.
Canned or real?
I'm an ocean spray can. Nigga.
Okay.
No seeds, nigga. Don't give me the. Yeah, I don't want them. Don't give me the little seeds. That was who they like. Fuck that shit. I mean, I eat it all.
I eat the stem.
But nah, that's my plate. What you looking like?
Dressing, can't be dry. Like I said, the little giblet, little giblet gravy or dressing or whatever. Turkey, dark meat. I prefer fried, but I ain't a fan of smoked. Fried or if you roast it or oven baked right, I'm cool with that. If you got ham, I'll take ham.
Again, man.
Damn, stupid ass. Fuck I was saying?
Ham.
Oh yeah, so I'll take ham. I think ham is more of a Christmas thing, but I'll take ham. Macaroni. With that thick little cheese on top. I like my cheese like on top and the little egg in it. So you got to throw the little crumbly shit. Green.
Nigga, would you put sliced cheese on top of your macaroni?
No, just like a nice little top. Don't skip on the cheese.
I know what you're talking about.
You know what I'm saying? It's hard.
I'm just talking shit.
You know what I'm saying? You got to have that auntie with the little, right there to make that. Well, green beans. Definitely not no green bean casserole. Greens with a little neck bones in it. Pecan pie. That
pecan pie?
That pecan.
You taking pecan over potato? Sweet potato pie?
No, you gotta have a sweet potato. That's a given. That's a given.
Okay.
Or like a sweet potato. Whatever.
You look like a pumpkin pie eating that nigga.
Like, I ain't never had pumpkin pie in a day in my life.
Look, you been over there at Mountain Brook. You come back with a little pumpkin pie.
Yeah, I ain't doing no pumpkin spice. I ain't going to Starbucks. I ain't doing none of that bullshit.
I nigga over there at Mountain Brook come back with a pumpkin pie.
What else? I think, I said, potato salad, but yellow potato salad. Mustard potato salad. There you go. And I think that's it. You know what I'm saying? A little beverage. You know what I'm saying? You're older. Like, I might even do like a white wine for Thanksgiving. You know what I'm saying? That's a little bit more classy. Yeah, whatever. But what about you, G-Boss?
First of all, I'm a ham nigga. So my ham waiting on me now to cook.
You a ham nigga from the ham?
I'm a ham nigga from the ham. You feel me? I'm born in a ham sandwich. So give me the ham with the honey all over it. I got pineapples all over that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? 2 pits on that spiral. Then I gotta have collard greens. Like if I ain't got collard greens, I don't even want the dressing or any kind of bread. Like if I ain't got no collard greens, bread is irrelevant to me. So
That's wild, but okay.
Yeah, because I like how the muffins, what you talking about, the muffin roll with the little mushroom sauce.
Fuck the mushroom rolls. Give me a Hawaiian roll in the oven.
Man,
But you gotta put it in the oven.
Man, when that juice hit that bread, it just hit different.
Yeah.
That collard green
Nigga, you got to take that little spoonful of everything and then bite that bread at the end. Ooh, shit.
I trip. Black eyed peas. I like to mix a little bit of my black eyed peas with my potato
I'm a black eyed pea nigga on New Year.
Oh, you got to. You got to have black eyed peas.
Yeah.
What is it?
So
Fish.
I skip it for Thanksgiving.
Yeah, black eyed
But I
peas,
eat it
fish,
now.
and something. Yeah. Like,
macaroni. And I don't care what nobody say. My mama make the best motherfucking green bean casserole. The real deal black folk green bean casserole.
I'm not eating that. It got too much white stuff in it.
Nah, not hers. No, hers is more goddamn cheesy brown. It's hidden.
I want my green beans with like some bacon or neck bones and some potatoes in it.
She got that in her green bean casserole, actually. But yeah, that shit busting. Then, dressing, gotta have some gravy on my dressing. You know what I'm saying? Or some collard green juice. It don't matter. And I don't like cranberry sauce. I like candy yams. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I forgot about
candy yams. Yeah, you tripping.
Yeah.
Nigga, I still want cranberry sauce. What's wrong with you?
I don't like cranberry sauce, but I'm a yam nigga for sure.
Oh.
And for the drink, you know what I'm saying? We have our scotch or lemonade. You get to choose between the two. And my mama also,
That's the craziest. Hey, you nigga scotch,
you got
lemonade.
Damn, that's a hell of a pick,
I
ain't it?
can't get no Coca-Cola.
Hell no.
You ain't got none of that juice with the Sprite in it? Goddamn.
Hey,
I don't like that juice, by the way. We need to discontinue that juice.
that shit trash.
That little juice, that Kool-Aid shit with the Sprite in it, that shit horrible.
That cranberry Sprite.
Like, I want the punch. I want all punch. If drink go in it, it's no longer punch.
That's true.
It's bubbly now.
Yeah, it's bubbling. Like, yeah, that bubbly shit fuck you up.
For dessert, we got sweet potato pie, and my mama always make lemon 7-Up and sour cream cakes.
Not a bad thing.
I had a piece of lemon pound cake the other day, man.
Shit hit different.
When that pound cake right after,
That pound
that
cake.
pound cake go hard.
Hey, that pound
So
cake.
good, you don't even need no icing on it, bro.
But a good pecan pie, pecan,
Be smelling good.
pecan or pecan, whichever one you want to do.
That's when you go with.
Boy, when with that alga syrup with the Aunt your mom on it.
Nigga so old and country.
Shit. Oh, but that peach cobbler though, like my aunt, she wouldn't like if I came late, she wouldn't let people get like the crust part, cause like that was my part. She'll make them dig in it like in the middle, cause she knew the crust part was mine, and she'll put that aside, and I'll take that shit home. And the banana pudding. What's that white shit some people put in their banana pudding? It's
Whipped cream?
yeah. Don't put no fucking whipped cream in my banana pudding. What the fuck is wrong with people?
It goes.
No.
Man, nigga, where your pick'ems at?
Oh yeah, we got pickles though. Yeah, let's get to the pickles, but I have to search for it because I already had it pulled up.
Every week.
Every
Hey, we got
fucking
pick'ems. Oh, shit.
Oh, well, let me.
hold on.
Yeah, well.
It ain't gonna take long. It take
Dummy.
eight dead space minutes to get to that bitch.
So, Thanksgiving when you full of that turkey, however you like it, and all the sides. Ole Miss, Mississippi State.
Rivalry week, baby. Ole Miss been playing like shit, and Kiffin finna get to get out of there on them. I'm gonna go Mississippi State for the upset.
Mississippi State 7-4, Ole Miss 8-3. It's in Oxford. I'm gonna go Ole Miss.
Not a bad pick though.
Friday. Friday's a cool day for men. Like that Black Friday. Like you go get your shit if you want to. Well, ain't nobody waiting in line, but then it's just a cool sports day.
Mm-hmm.
So, we got a couple of games starting early, really. Tulane, Cincinnati.
Tulane. I'm gonna go Tulane. I like how they've been playing. They was ranked for a minute. I think they still are.
No, 21 versus 25.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Tulane, man. I like how they've been playing. I
9-2.
think they only lost one game or two games. Yeah.
Both are 9-2. And both are in the American League. I'm gonna go. Well, it depends on the poll. I'm looking at ESPN, but I'm gonna go Cincinnati because they at home. Tar Heels, North Carolina versus NC State. This is our rivalry game, so we're gonna try to do them all.
North Carolina coming off a tough loss. NC State been playing pretty decent, but they don't have they starting quarterback. I'm going North Carolina.
Chapel Hill. I'm going North Carolina. Go
Picking
Heels.
all the home teams, then.
Cause it's a close game. So your neck of the woods. Well, your fandom.
Mm-hmm.
Florida State.
I feel like in this one of them games, their records don't matter. They both got great athletes. I just like the way we've been playing and how we've been playing. If we can neutralize Richardson a little bit, I got us by like 10.
I fucking hate Florida because when you bet on them bitches, they always fuck it up. I'm not gonna bet on this game, but I got Florida State. Is that Doak Campbell? So damn, my shit's still going. Utah, Colorado, we're not gonna talk about that. Oregon State.
I'm gonna go Oregon. I can't believe I'm saying this, but I really have liked the way Bo Nix have handled himself.
He got away from Auburn.
Over there in Oregon, man. He's been playing much better caliber football. I still don't think long term NFL wise he gonna be that great, but I have to give credit where credit due. He been playing unbelievable this year. I had to drop the bum off his name. I'm gonna go Bo Nix in Oregon.
Question: can Auburn develop a quarterback?
I think they can.
Give me an example.
I think Cam developed while he was there.
No, he was already at Florida.
Yeah, but I think he developed that over that course of that year. He became a much better player as the weeks went on.
That man was a star when he touched down.
I mean, yeah, he was a star. I'm not taking nothing from him. You just ask could they develop him. And I really can't. Like, college is difficult just because, like, it's not like NFL. Like, it's the same ownership and they kind of get the same kind of draft picks and stuff like that. Like, I think college, it just matters who the coach.
Now I say that because I knew you was going to say Cam, but don't you think being at Florida for 3 years develop him? I mean, I'm talking about from can they develop a high school quarterback to a star? As of late, no, they haven't shown that they could do it. So yeah, so I think Florida developed him more than Auburn.
I wouldn't argue with that. So,
and I just said that because we were talking about. I ain't even mean it. I'm a content creator. God damn. I wake up and piss content. You know what state we in? Big game. Somebody gonna get shot. Unfortunately.
This nigga here.
It happens every year. But Iron Bowl.
Ah, man, Alabama. Now, I will tell you, this is going to be sneaky because Auburn has nothing to lose. They have an intern coach. He going to say a couple rah-rah, ha-ha, hype shit before he get fired. And I think they're going to play a lot better. I think it's going to be – they're going to get Alabama some problems, but I just feel like Alabama wins. Long shot.
I would like to see the spread on the game, but I'm rooting for Auburn. I like Cadillac. He ain't got a chance in hell of being the next coach. But I'm rooting for Auburn. Does Georgia Tech have a chance in hell against Georgia?
Georgia.
Okay.
So,
Michigan, Ohio State.
That's going to be a good one to watch. What time they play? Do they got a time on it?
11.
They got the 11 o'clock game.
11 o'clock.
You. I think.
Let's go Michigan, man.
Man, I want to see Michigan just because I be tired of seeing Ohio State all the time. And I just think Michigan
because they beat them last year, and like Michigan coming into their own, I like it for the Big Ten to me. It just helped balance it out. Ohio State been dominant so long, and I'm not the biggest Ohio State fan. But when it come down to the game, Michigan just lost their starting running back. I don't know if he's going to be back. It looked rough. I'm going to go Ohio State.
I'm going to go Ohio State because I want to win my money from Mike when they get blasted in the playoffs. So shout out Mike. I'm going to go Ohio State for selfish reasons.
Yeah.
You think South Carolina got the chance? Well, shit, they just beat the fuck.
I think they got a
South
chance.
Carolina.
Clemson playing spotty, but I think it's a lot riding on this for Clemson. They bounced back pretty good this past week. I'm gonna go Clemson, but closer than the experts think. Ain't that what the niggas say?
Yeah, closer than you, I think. I like Clemson in that. Let's see. Penn State beats Michigan State.
Penn State.
What happened to Michigan State? We ain't got a lot to talk about.
They just lost a lot of players in a short period of time, and I don't think they recover from it. So it's just a down year.
Tennessee gonna handle Vandy, which a lot of other people should have did. Florida's so fucking trash.
No niggas suck. Hey, Todd, how many losses? We just gonna lose one this year.
We just possible.
Nigga lost by 8 games on that bitch.
Yeah. But and the last pick'em, the Notre Dame versus USC.
Man, Notre Dame playing really, really fucking good. But I just in USC, I'm gonna go USC just because I feel like it's more on the line for them, and I think they're gonna respond well. Where they playing at?
Once again, going with the home team, USC.
Okay, yeah, that's why I'm sticking with USC.
Them Notre Dame, they gonna fuck it up. Like them teams above the Mason-Dixon line is trash. So yeah. Ohio State, it never rains in Southern California. But that's my pick'ems. I think I did way better than Hootie has ever done with them. But yeah,
Stunning. You seen Holyfield and Mike Tyson? They teaming up for some ear-shaped edibles.
Hey,
so everything about this is live to me. Like post-era rivals, I bit your ear, and we're going to use each other to take advantage of a money play and something that's hot right now, which is edibles, and they creating a line of ear-shaped edible. That's kind of live.
Well, like, I love Mike Tyson. I watch the docs, but I hate listening to Mike Tyson because he makes you want to be a better person.
Don't it?
Because the nigga says,
So why you don't want to be a better person?
I was scared to fight.
who do you think you are? Why do you think you can feel this way?
Why you don't want to be a better person?
Man, fuck you, Mike. Shit. I feel like I want to be the shit. So leave me the fuck alone. But what was so dope about this was he already was doing this. He big in that legal weed shit.
Yeah, legal weed.
But he was already doing this and couldn't keep the shit in stores. He brought Evander Holyfield in, which nigga, you bit his ear. Yeah, I get it. But yeah, he was already doing it. But like, I don't know Evander Holyfield financial situation, but to bring him in, you know what I'm saying, somebody you battle with, and you know what I'm saying, whatever. But he was the cause of it because they know ear without Evander.
That nigga stupid as fuck. But no, I think it's dope. I don't know, man. I'm just all for teaming up with somebody that like was your rival of yours, per se. Y'all went to combat against each other, but then now you turn around and like y'all can come together and make money on it. It reminded me of a story when we was in class Tuesday. We was talking about one of the new guys that was in there was talking about traveling with 40 something, where he said it was 35 and up. It was like 13 guys went on a trip. He was just saying how it's much more fun now traveling with 40, 50, 60-year-old men because of the conversation and stuff that you having. And he was saying how like when you were young, you was like, damn, I don't want to be old. But he was like, it's something super cool as fuck about being old. And I was like, man, I be saying that all the time. Like being out there in the yard or like fucking with the yard or fucking with the grass and shit. Like when you go back from days when you was fighting and in the club trying to tell shit or getting mad at folks for no apparent reason at all. It's just something cool about being older where you don't have to prove yourself and you can reach out and work with anybody and do anything because you passed all of that old shit. So,
man, I just love talking to older black men besides my daddy. But
you crazy.
But I was gonna say that, like, all my friends love my daddy. But you know, I love talking to him. Don't get me wrong. And I go home. Like I went home last week just to kick. We went to the game and it was lovely. Like I love talking to him. Don't get me wrong. I'm just playing, but it's just something cool. Like your older brother, like his insight and his view on the world. Like I just be sitting there. Of course, hopefully, I'm eating a taco from your sister. But just soaking all that shit in. It's just like who did? When I go to his mama house, like listening to them, like that shit be fun. Like that shit just, I don't know. Like I don't want to be the old nigga. I don't want young niggas listening to me, but I want to be able to tell them what's right. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And as much as we hate it, we get into that old nigga.
Nigga, I love that's what I'm saying. I love being unk. Like it's a beautiful thing to be unk now, nigga. I don't care.
Yeah, like
it's cool.
just know I ain't a threat, young nigga.
Like my little cousin, like, nigga, you stay in that yard, bro. You born? Boy, this is the funnest shit you can do.
Right.
This shit so fun.
Nigga, wait, keep living.
Right.
Like they say.
But nigga be happy to get that new little tool to spray in the yard and see what it look like. Right. Mad? You get at home and that shit don't work like how you thought.
Man,
mad as hell.
Man, I was mad. Man, I was mad. We ain't getting into the house when we thought we was, and then the grass season, you know, it's kind of went to dead.
But you can get prepared now. You go ahead and get all your stuff. Hey. So as soon as March get there,
we ain't gonna have no ball spots like other people. You know what I'm saying?
All right, you talking that shit. We gonna see what you do with your grass.
Ooh, boy, I'm gonna show y'all what to do with some grass now.
I can't wait. I think I said spring. I'm gonna get my system. I'm gonna go and get it, put it in the ground. I ain't got time to be watering grass this year.
Nah, I ain't doing that quite yet. You know what I'm saying? I'm just hopping off the porch. But nah, that shit dope. Like, fool, like for clothes and like you said, $500 for some Jordans. Nigga, you know what I can get at Lowe's for $500? I can get a bunch of shit. Don't let me go to Harbor Freight. You know, that's my shit.
Matter of fact, I gotta find me some wall glue that work good on sheetrock.
Go to Harbor Freight.
Yeah, I'm gonna go some goddamn well.
And then also, I got a little guy downtown. He'll get you sweet. He gonna talk to you a little crazy, but he gonna get you sweet. One of them little mom and pop stores. But like you love that little cool shit.
Yeah.
But yeah. I don't know what we was talking about.
I don't know, but here we go. Moving on into the dummy of the week.
Stupid
ass dummy.
Oh, you ever watch a stupid movie late at night hoping it's going to get better, don't get better, but you keep watching it anyway? Because the other night I was watching this movie. I was watching this movie called Freak Night, or some type of night, but it was about vampires. I don't know if you know vampires are some cool people, are they not? But I'm going to tell you something that I found out. A werewolf can kill a vampire. Did you know that? I never knew that, so I didn't want to be a vampire anymore. I wanted to be a werewolf. But then anyway, as I'm watching this movie, and then you can tell how stupid.
All right, I'm not going to keep going because you can just see how what we going with. Herschel Walker, bring your dumb ass in here. We ain't got time to play with you. Herschel Walker wants to be a werewolf, and he wants to be a werewolf and not a vampire because werewolves can kill vampires. I don't know what the fuck going on in Georgia. I don't know how this gets to a runoff, but Herschel Walker, man, keeps entertaining us with the dumbest shit that you've ever heard in your life. That was a waste of. It's long. It's about 2-3 minutes, but it don't get no better. The story, he said it's gonna be funny. Just wait, and you get there, and nothing about it was funny other than his stupid ass telling it.
Well, I listened to it. At one point, he was saying, yeah, and some actor, it was make believe. He's a fucking actor. None of this shit is real.
They said that soft helmet ain't helping him. But they said that nigga had that soft helmet. Said them nigga eggs scrambled. But for that, Herschel Walker, you are the dummy of the week.
Dummy.
Dumbass, stupid ass dummy.
Definitely dummy can keep. But, fool, like, it's sad just because he says that, like, that R is next to his name, that he's even in a runoff.
Yeah.
With the pastor.
Yeah.
And I thought the Republican Party was a religious party. But just because that R next to your name,
They gonna
you can
rally
be
for
a
it.
fucking idiot. You know what? I'm about to run as a Republican. I'm about to do it.
You're already a Republican, Joe.
No, I'm not. I'm a centrist.
Nah, they say you Republican, Joe.
Yeah, that's people that's, that doesn't have common sense.
I think I can win.
Oh boy.
Oh, shit. Let's go.
Trump said grab about it.
I want to send our thoughts and prayers out, man, to Charlottesville, Virginia, man, where the University of Virginia Cavalier football players tragically lost their life this week, man. Lavelle Davis Jr., Devin Chandler, and Deshaun Perry were all athletes, football players who tragically lost their life. I don't know if anybody missed it, but they were shot on a bus coming back from a field trip by an ex-former football player who had played on the team previously. I still been waiting for details to see kind of what happened or what transpired to lead to these events. But regardless, it's tragic what happened to those football players. There was another guy who was shot. It looked like he's going to survive. I seen him on a video with him and his mom talking from the hospital. It just was senseless, unnecessary, tragic. And our thoughts and prayers go out to those families that were affected, the students that were on the bus that will forever be traumatized by a shooting and things like this of this nature that happened. So thoughts and prayers to those people that were affected.
Definitely thoughts and prayers. Like, sending your child to school, you think they safe, they good. Like, see them on holidays and random weekends. But it's, like you said, it's no details, but from what I've seen, somebody close, I don't know if it was a parent or whatever, somebody close to the shooter was like, earlier that day or the day before, the guy was,
I think that was his dad.
His dad,
Shooter's dad,
was saying that I think he mentioned something about being bullied or something like that. But I don't know how true that is, and I don't want to make an excuse because this was a senseless murder. But I do want to say, man, like, you never know what people are going through. Like, leave people alone. Like, all right, you can. It's a point to stop bothering people. Like, if y'all going back and forth, that's cool. If they get you, you told a funny joke, I told a funny joke. All right, cool. We going back. Oh, shit, you got me that day. But bullying is something different. It's when, and I'm not saying that any of those guys was bullies. This is a separate issue. But if it's something like you're the only one being an aggressor, you're a bully. And there's only so much people can take. So I'm not saying in this instance, because I don't know the details, but, man, tell your kids, leave people alone.
Yeah.
After you got them, like, stop picking on people that ain't fucking with you.
Yeah.
So
more details, I'm sure, will come out about it, but it just was tragic, and I wanted to make sure that we, touched on it.
And I want to say, wasn't a girl that got shot, or it was another football player? I think they got shot.
It was some other people that got shot, but I don't know the details of who they are.
But yeah, prayers to, and then, like you said, everybody on that bus, like this. But for him to come on a bus and want to shoot people, like,
at a school event,
I don't know, like, something had to happen. Like, that's just where your brain goes. But I don't know. It's just sad. Yeah. And I'm definitely not trying to make excuses for him.
Any other news or information we forgot to add on? Don't forget to all our people who follow and keep up with us, man. We are going to be off next week for Thanksgiving, man. Like we said, love on your people, check on your people, because holiday season's not always peaches and cream for everybody. So make sure you just check on your people, man. Send that little Thanksgiving text out. Let them know you thinking about them. Don't send that chain
Don't
shit.
send a chain, boy.
Don't send that chain shit when you got me in there with your great aunt, and then everybody keep responding and shit.
At
And
3 o'clock in the morning.
right, and you got to talk to the nigga great aunt. I'm gonna tell your great aunt what she did with that potato salad was fucked up.
Yes.
Yeah.
You put too much mayo in
Right.
it. That
Yeah,
nasty
yeah,
ass
yeah.
potato salad.
But yeah,
And shit, stop skipping out on cheese. I know dairy high.
yeah.
But yeah.
It's okay not to text me Happy Thanksgiving if I got to be in there with 50 people. Just I know what you meant. It's cool. I get it. Any other news information?
Stop drinking Hennessy for the holidays.
Why you shouldn't? Tyler like Hennessy.
No, Tyler doesn't like liquor.
He likes Hennessy
He likes Honey Jack.
and Hennessy.
He drinks like a woman.
With him.
Nigga like sweet liquor.
Dummy.
But yeah, like as a black community, we got to stop drinking Hennessy. Cause coming up, think like when you was coming up, what did you think was like the higher echelon of liquor?
Belvedere, Grey Goose, and here.
That's not true.
I know, but that's what I thought.
Yeah, so we got to stop that. We got to stop now. We can't teach our youth that the pinnacle, because, we thought it was cool to walk in with a Hennessy bottle.
Pinnacle.
Drink Pinnacle at home. College students, ain't nothing wrong with drinking Pinnacle at home. You going to fight somebody. You might go to jail, but ain't nothing wrong with it. But don't drink Hennessy, and don't think that's the highlight.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm going to
Well, man, we appreciate y'all, man. We're thankful for all of y'all, man.
Almost 2 hours of content. They thought we couldn't do
people,
it.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? To all our people, man, happy Thanksgiving. Go out to y'all from the Dummies
Gobble,
Podcast.
gobble.
And we'll be back the week after next like we never left because like we say every week, we never leave. You dig?
But we leaving.
Dummy.